Okay, funny story. My wife was listening to my podcast the other day. Yes, she does that. And she said, what's this thing called Whatnot you keep talking about on your podcast? Are you shopping without me? Yes, I am. I'm cheating on you. It's called Whatnot. It's live shopping with chat, and it's a lot of fun. Look, I coach a lot of people online. I coach people to make money online. Most don't know how to do it. And I have been telling a few lately to go to Whatnot, see what they're doing, and give it a try. If you're a Whatnot seller, you really shine, and your people find you. And that's a big deal because if you're selling online, they need to find you for you to make money, right? And then they become repeat customers because they see your face, not just your logo. Whatnot is the largest dedicated live shopping platform, whether it's beauty, it's collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies. Yep, cookies. Sellers are building real thriving businesses. Anyone can do it too. Some people on Whatnot are selling, get this, 10 times as much as they do on other major marketplaces. And you don't know this, but Whatnot buyers spend more than an hour on the app every day. They're not browsing. That's why they call them buyers. They're buying your stuff. So here's how it works. You go live, you showcase your products, and you earn real income. Search Whatnot, WHATNOT, in the App Store, download, and you can start selling right away. So I've been talking about the glasses I ordered from Zenni Optical, my sponsor. Now, I've never ordered glasses online before. I didn't trust it, to be honest. But mine had a scratch, and Zenni was my sponsor, so I kind of sort of had to do it, right? I mean, I can't tell you about it if I haven't done it. So my previous thinking was, prices are too cheap. These can't be good. I'm not going to like them. I'm picky. I take that back. Mine costs about $70, and I can't tell the difference from the $500 pair I purchased 2 months ago. By the way, my wife likes them too. She said they look good on your face, and I want some too. And at about $70 or less, I can buy them. I am surprised, and I'm a customer. Zenni Optical has prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, all starting at under $30. Go to Zenni.com, pick a frame, upload your prescription. They'll ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And Zenni has that virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frames look on your face, and that is very cool and confidence building. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now it's time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out pretty quick, so don't sit on this. Go to Zenni.com/podcast, promo code podcast15.
Never give up, fighting till the end, gotta get back up. No time for loss, fighting till the end no matter what the cost. Keep moving, gotta get back up. What? Keep moving, gotta get back up. Keep moving, gotta get back up. What? Keep moving, gotta get back up.
What is happening? Happy Friday. Come on in. I'm distracted today. I have got my eyes on a new motorcycle. It always happens this time of year. My wife has learned that when the weather changes in Florida, it's like being up north in the springtime. When it comes to fall in Florida, the weather gets good. And every October, just before Oktoberfest comes to Daytona Beach, I eye a new motorcycle, and I start thinking I'm going to BMW K16B has got my attention right now. We'll see. Can it stand up to the Road King? Probably not, but who knows? It is a daily boost from motivationtomove.com. You did not come here to talk motorcycles. You came here to talk personal development and growth. PD, right? We're going to grow. We're going to get better today. We're going to do something cool today. Get motivated, get inspired, and most importantly, probably, if you're a fan of me, I don't know, I feel kind of weird about thinking I have fans. But maybe you are. Maybe you like me a lot. But you know as well as I do that you're showing up to see what I'm going to do, see what I'm going to say, see how I'm going to say it. You're showing up, seeing, is he going to make me laugh? Is he going to teach me something? Is he going to make me mad? There is high likelihood all of those things will happen in the same show. But you know what? As my mom said a long time ago, she says, you know, you have a great way of talking your way out of just about anything. I said, yes. And I made a career out of it. I had a great way of talking too, and I actually get paid to talk. It's awesome. Good to have you. My name is Scott Smith, founder, chief motivating officer here at motivationtomove.com, practicing my number one rule, having more fun than the boss said I was allowed to have. Now, that's two ways to think about that. First off, I'm the boss of me. And therefore, I get to choose if I get to have fun. So that's okay. So are you. You can do the same thing. And secondly, God's the boss of everybody. And I'm pretty sure that God is telling me to have fun. I'm just kind of channeling through me. It's like, get out there and rock it, man. We'll reconcile later. It's awesome. But not too much fun. You know the rules. So how you doing today? You okay? Life is a big, serious mess, and sometimes it is. Sometimes it's hard to go through. My daughter's going on a mission trip down to Cambodia. And I think it's a wonderful thing. She's taking a 2-week trip to Cambodia. She's supporting some of the kids over there that need some support. And she's crazy with her 2 kids, and she's going crazy all the time anyway. Young mom. The kids are 8 and 10. And my life is nice and calm and cool. Because that's who I am. You would expect my life to be that way, right? Right. But guess what happened? Guess who's taking care of the kids while she's gone? Yeah. So my life has just went, boom. It just blew up in front of me. So hang on for the ride. That is life, guys. That is life. If you can't have fun with it, if you can't set your goals and run with it, hey, wait a second. That's going to rhyme there. I could be a big-time DJ. You can see it. I got some rhyming going on there. Forgot what I just said, but you know how it is. Today, some creative destruction as we get into the weekend. Now, I'm a big fan of creative destruction. What do you mean creative destruction? Somebody's Googling that right now. They want to see what does he mean by creative destruction. Do you ever feel like everything has to be lined up perfectly before you can move forward? Are you one of those people? Everything's got to be perfect, ducks in a row before you move forward. Are you one of those people? Now, let me stop for a second and just say this. There are absolutely times when everything must be lined up perfectly. First one that comes in my head right now, flying airplanes. They're very unforgiving. They're pretty good. Not too many airplanes fall out of the sky, but they're very unforgiving if something goes wrong. So therefore, as a pilot myself, when I do my pre-flight stuff, I'm going to make sure that airplane is most likely not going to fall out of the sky. When I had my hip replaced, it was a surprise. Hey, what do you mean I have to have my hip replaced? I said, well, what have you been doing your whole life? You tore that thing up. I said, no, I had some fun. Guess what? I really wanted everything to line up perfectly when that surgeon came in the room. And so far, so good. There's a lot of things in life that have to line up perfectly to get them to work right? But not everything, though. Waiting for the stars to align, it kind of seems safe, but it can also be exhausting. Are you exhausted? Often impossible, by the way. It's really hard to maintain momentum toward your goals when you're waiting for everything to align to be safe. The rule we run with, the Jeff Bezos rule, is when you get 70% of the way of thinking you can make it happen, make the leap. Waiting too long is going to drive you crazy. But instead of waiting, why not try a little creative destruction? So think of creative destruction like this, like tearing down an outdated kitchen. Rather than spending months trying to fix what's unfixable, you demolish what's holding you back in the same space, you clear out path of your dreams, and you get going. It's not like you're going to move out of the house. You're going to make something better. Well, same thing with your life right now. You could look around your life right now and say, okay, let me creatively see what I can do. I'm actually going through that myself right now. I've been doing this for this business, the Motivation to Move business. We're still doing these days, still doing the Daily Boost. That's going to continue in a different form here as we get a couple of months down the road. But I'm moving my focus into a more adventuresome focus, the Face Your Passion adventure stuff that we're doing. That's all coming my way. And I'm moving in that direction. So to get there, I'm having to creatively destruct everything around me. And a lot of people are saying, what are you doing? I am walking away from so much stuff, shutting down business streams, shutting down all kinds of things. I'm not talking about a whole lot of it. I'm just doing it, talking to the people I need to talk to as I rebuild something else and kind of bring it up underneath. It's about a 1.5-year process to be able to do that for me, replacing a very, very substantial income with a more substantial income by making the change, but also leaving a much different life that I want to have. Creatively destructing the past and creating something brand new. So let me ask you a question. Is there something in your world right now that you need to destruct creatively? In other words, don't just blow it up. Not to say it's not bad to blow things up sometimes, but something that you need to kind of get out and you need to figure a way to tear it down while you build something new, to take what's bad and turn it into something else. You ever walk into a room and say, you know what? I don't have a whole lot of money and this is not decorated the way I want it to be, but I wonder if I can move things around and maybe paint a wall. I can afford that and go down to maybe go shabby chic, because shabby chic it's cheap. You can do that. Well, no, depends on what neighborhood you live in. Sometimes shabby chic is more expensive. Never understood that. I'm going to take my junk. You're going to take my junk off the curb. You're going to throw a paint job on it, charge 10 times what I paid for it, and somebody's going to buy it and put it in their $2 million mansion. I just don't get that. If I do, I'm going to buy expensive new shit. Did I say that? I'm not going back. I'm not going to add got to this first dirty word in 20 years. Oh my God, what am I going to do? Carry on, Scott. It's okay. It's just a little word. Only said half of it. Don't settle for what's stopping you, okay? Unleash your creativity. sidestep the obstacles. Start building something new. Let go of what's not working. Make space for what will. That's all you have to do. And sometimes you got to get creative to do that. And you've done it before 1,000 times, so you know how to do it right now. Question is, will you? The answer is yes, you will, once you know what it is and why you want it. Yeah. By the way, if you're a little child and you heard what I just said, I was saying sugar. That's what I was saying. That's all I was saying. Sugar. Just thinking what Daddy says that word all the time. I know exactly what you said, Scott. Daddy says I'm not allowed to say the word. That's why he lets me listen to your podcast, because you don't say stuff like that. So, man, I just ruined a young mind. I don't know what to do. It's good the weekend is here. I need to go do my punishment right now for a bad word. Oh, no.
Keep moving. Gotta get back up. What? Keep moving. Gotta get